Welcome to everyone. This is R. Ramesh, working as the Assistant Professor, CSC Department, NNRG. Now I am teaching data structure subject. In this, now I will give a brief knowledge on single linked list. So what is single linked list? What are the terminologies we are using? What are the operations we can perform on single linked list? So terminology, head, node, data, next, null. Operations are creation, insertion, deletion, display, and search. So these are the terminology we are using for single linked list, and as well as these are the operations we can perform on single linked list. Now, example of single linked list. So the single linked list look like this one. So here we have 5 nodes. The 5 nodes having data and next fields, and data fields holds the always data, and next field holds the address of next node. So we are connecting these nodes. So this is the example for single linked list, and we are storing the first node address 100 as in the head node. So first node here we can call as a head node. This is the example for single linked list. Now, what are the contents we will learn in the next slides? So in this first one, what is single linked list? What is node? Why are we using single linked list instead of stack and queue? Node structure, connecting nodes by address, operations on SLL. So in this first we will learn what is single linked list. So now my question is, what is single linked list? So actually before going to learn about single linked list, we will know the what is list. Generally you know that list means collection of number of elements or data. Now what about single linked list? So single linked list is one of the linear data structure. It is also a collection of elements. Those elements here we can call as a nodes, but every element is linked with next element by address. This is the example diagram for single linked list. Nodes and connecting the nodes by using link. Now what is node? So every a single element in a list is called here node. The node is always catch the two parts. First one is data part, second one is next part. In the data field, it holds always data, means what are the elements we are giving that will store at the data part. And next field. So next field means it holds the address of the next node. So remember one point here, every node has its own address value in the memory. Next, this is the example diagram for node. Node is containing two parts. This is called node. Node is containing some address. Assume that address is here 100. So here our node is divided into two parts. First part is called data part. Second part is called next part. Now, why are we using single linked list instead of stack and queue? So here in the linear data structure, we have already seen stack and queue. Stack is a linear data structure, queue is also a linear data structure. Then why we are using instead of stack and queue single linked list? So here, so coming to the point, stack and queue are linear data structures. Those are having limited elements. Means suppose if you take the stack using arrays, suppose if you take 5 elements in the stack, we cannot insert sixth element into the stack. Like queue also. If you take the size 5, we can insert only 5 elements into the queue. Sixth element we cannot insert. So if you want to insert the queue, sixth element, you can apply the delete operations from stack and queue. So this is fixed size. Now coming to the linked list. But here linked lists are having unlimited elements, means dynamically. Suppose if you want to add the elements, you can add. If you want to delete the elements, delete. There is no fixed size in the single linked list. So that's why it is called the dynamic. Stack and queue are called static. So instead of selecting the queue and stack, we are using linked list for huge amount of data, means unlimited amount of data. Now, insertion at middle is not possible in the queue, but insertion at middle is possible in the stack. It takes more operation to perform. And one more thing, in the single linked list, we can insert node at front end and middle parts. So if you take queue and stack, we cannot insert the element at middle position. If you want to insert at middle position, you want to perform more operations, push or pop operations on stack, more insertion and deletion operations you can perform on queue. So if you are selecting the single linked list, you can perform easily inserting at front, inserting at end, and inserting at middle. Next, node structure. So what is node structure? So generally, if you want to perform this type of single linked list programs, we should know the structure in the C language. So define one structure. The structure name is node. The node containing two parts, data part and the next part. So next is here pointer variable. So that pointer variable holds the always next node address. And one more thing here, we are using struct node asterisk next. Our data type is here struct node, means here our structure node is self-referential structure. So initially we are using one head variable. That variable always holds the null value. Next, if you create one node, the node is containing 100 address and data parts are two parts, that is node and data part and next part. Data part holds the values and next part holds the address of the next node. Next, connecting the nodes. How to connect the nodes? By addresses. How to connect the nodes? By addresses. Next, before creating first node, assign head value is equal null. So in the previous slide, we have seen what is structure, how to declare the structure, node structure, and we have one pointer variable, that is star head is equal null. So initially we are assigning the head value null, means head is equal null means there are no nodes in the single linked list, means our single linked list is empty. Now, so if you want to create one node, we are using dynamic memory allocation concepts here. So assume our node name is node 1. Now I want to use malloc here for creating the memory for one node, that is node 1. When we are creating node 1 is equal to struct node malloc size of node struct node, then it creates the one memory for node 1 with the address 100. Assume that 100 address of the node 1. Now it contains the data part and next part. Fine. Now after that we are inserting our value 10 into the data part here, and now if you observe node arrow data is equal to 10 means node 1 is 100 arrow data. We are using here arrow operator for accessing the structure member by using one pointer variable. Here node 1 is the pointer variable that contains the data part and next part. If you want to access the members, structure members by using pointer variable, we can use arrow operator. So after inserting node arrow data is equal to 10 means 10 is storing at data part. Now here next part should be assign null. So 100 arrow next part is null. This is 100 arrow next is equal null. We are assigned null. Null means if a node is containing null part in the next field means there are no nodes after that node. So here we created only one node, that is 100. That name is node 1. The node 1 data part is 10. Node 1 next part is null. So here only single node is there in the list now. So 100 arrow data is equal to 10. 100 arrow next is equal to null. So if you want to learn easily, you can use the address. Instead of node 1, we can catch the address. You can remember that one. So you can easily learn single linked list. So after that, check whether our node is first node or not. So we are created here node 1. So data stored 10, next part null. Now check the condition. Initially head is equal to null. Yes, null is equal to null. Yes, true. Means there are no nodes before that node. Now we created 100. So now assign 100 is the head node. So that is 100 value stored at node 1. Node 1 value we can store into head. So after created the 100 node, our head node null is replaced by 100. First node of the list is called here head node in the single linked list. So that is head is equal to 100. So this is the way we should create the node in the single linked list. So after creating the first node, head node, the first node is called, you can call as a head node, right? Now if you want to insert one more node, that is node 2, again create the memory for that. So we created memory for them. So that is node 2 with the address 200. Data part is there, next part is there. Now we can store our 20 value into data part. Node 2 arrow data is equal to 20 means data part holds the 20 data. Next, node 2 arrow next part should be null because this is creating node, right? So after that we are connecting the link between these two nodes. How to connect the link between these two nodes? So check if the head is equal to null or not. No, initially before creating 100 node, head is null, but after created 100, head is 100. 100 is equal null, condition false, means if false. Now how to connect these two nodes? Now this is the initial stage. Now check the condition. Before check the condition, here assign temp is equal to head. Suppose our head value is here 100. 100 we are assigning into temp. Now by using while loop, we can travel into the list, entire list, and reach the end node. There you can store our new node. Suppose if you take temp is equal to 100, 100 arrow next. 100 arrow next means here null. Null not equal null, false. When condition false, it goes to out of the while. Here temp arrow next. Temp is equal to here 100. 100 arrow next is equal to our new node, that is 200 we are assigning. So if you observe the diagram, now our link is formed between 200 and 100, and 200 we can store at 100 arrow next. This part means this null is replaced by 200. So we are connecting the 100 and 200, and here our address null is replaced by 200 means 100 arrow next part holds the always next node address. 200 arrow next node means null because there are no nodes after 200. This is the way we can connect the nodes. Now, if you want to create one more node, node 3, again we are using dynamic memory allocation concept and creating the address for node 3 with the 100, 300 address, and data part next parts are there. Again, we can store the data part is equal to 30 and next part is null. Okay, fine. Now after that we can connect the link between these two. Means 200 next should be 300. This is the way we can connect. Now before that we can check the condition head is equal to null. No, head is here 100. 100 is equal to null means condition false. Now go to link between 200 and 300. So here imagine 200 next should be 300. So again condition false, it goes to else part where we are using while condition again. Again assume that temp value is equal to head. Means here only one pointer variable is there, that is head. That is we are using for accessing the entire list. So here head is equal to 100. 100 we are assigned at temp. Now check the condition, while condition. Temp arrow next, 100 arrow next. What is 100 arrow next here? 200. 200 is not equal to null? Yes, exactly, it is true. Then enter into the while loop. Now temp is equal to temp next. Temp means 100. 100 next means 200. 200 is the now temp. Again check the condition. 200 arrow next. What is 200 arrow next here? Null. Null is not equal to null. Null is not equal to null means condition false. When condition false, it goes to temp arrow next is equal to node 3. So temp means here 200 in the runtime. 200 arrow next is equal to our new node, that is node 3. 200 arrow next should be 300. So what is 200 arrow next? Node 2 arrow next is equal to node 3. This is the way we are connecting the link between 200 and 300. So like if you create one more node 400 with the name node 4, data part is 40, next part should be null. Now connecting these two nodes by using one link here. So that is this is the link between 300 and 400. Means 300 arrow next is equal to 400. 400 next is null because 400 is the last node in the single link list. 100 is the first node in the single link list. Now again if you want to create one more node, that is 500 with the name node 5, it holds the value 50 and next part should be null. Again we are connecting these two nodes means if you observe the diagram, 400 arrow next should be 500. So how to check head equal to equal null, condition false. Now by using while loop we can travel until 400 arrow next. So initially we are taking the 100 arrow next 200, that is not equal null. Yes, 200 arrow next 300, that is also not equal null. Yes, 300 arrow next 400, that is also not equal null. Yes, 400 arrow next null. Null not equal null, condition false. When condition is false, then assign 400 arrow next is equal to our new node 500. This is the way we are creating the link between these nodes. So this is we can call as a single linked list. So here 5 nodes are there. Node 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the addresses 100, 200, 300, 400 and 500, and it holds the values 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So 100 node next field is next node address, that is 200, and 200 arrow next field is 300. 300 arrow next field is 400. 400 arrow next field is 500. 500 arrow next is equal to null. Means after the 500 there are no nodes in the list. Right. Now operations on single linked list. So what are the operations we can perform? So what are the operations we can perform on single linked list? Here we have first one create. So create is used for creating the node. So if we observe the previous slides, we are creating the nodes with the MLOC dynamic memory allocation, and we enter the data, that is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Next node addresses null, 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 and so on. So If you want to create the nodes, we are using create operation. Next, insertion. Insertion. So insertion is one of the single linked list operation. It is used for insert the node at particular positions. Suppose insert at start position, insert at middle position, insert at end position. Means we can insert the nodes at beginning of the list and middle of the list and end of the list. Deletion. So deletion is also one of the single linked list operation. It is used to delete the nodes at particular position. So those are starting, middle and ending. So means beginning of the list we can delete the node. We can delete at middle of the any node in the list and we can delete end node in the list. Now one more operation is display. So display is used to display the nodes in the single linked list. Means what are the nodes available in the list? Those values are those elements data we can display by using display operation. So if you want to display the list, you should know head is not equal null. Now search operation. So search is also one of the single linked list operation. It is used to search particular node in the list. So generally where you can use a single linked list concept means suppose if you are using phone book searching, phone book operations. So those operations are we can insert the contact, we can delete the contact at middle and start at the end we can search the contacts. So this is the best example. Phone book is the best example for single linked list and those operations. Now insert node at start. How to insert node at starting position? If you observe the diagram, we have four nodes. Those are 100, 200, 300 and 400. Those values are 100 data is A, 200 data is B, 300 data is C, 400 data is D. Now, here first node is called 100. 100 we can call as a head node. Here, if you observe this diagram, head node is 100. Now insert at start position. How to insert start position? Now how to insert at start position? So suppose if you take one more new node that is 500. So initially before that 500, 100 is the head node here. So if you create the new node 500 with the address and the data 500 is E and 500 next is null initially. So now here assign 500 arrow next part is 100 and we can form the link between 500 and 100 node. Now make here 500 as a head node. This is the way we can insert our node at starting position. So after inserting 500 node, the head node should be 500, that is newly inserted node. Now after that our values are E, A, B, C, D. Our list order is E, A, B, C, D. Means 500 address next part is 100, 100 next is 200 and so on. This is the way we can insert node at starting position. Now inserting node at end position. So if you observe this diagram, we have the here four nodes with the addresses 100, 200, 300, 400. Data part 100 of data is A, 200 of data is B, 300 data is C, 400 data is D, and 100 next is 200, 200 next 300, 300 next 400, 400 next is null. So here head node is 100. If you want to insert the node at end position, you want to travel entire list until reach the last node. That is here 400 is last node. By using while loop, we can travel entire list until 400 next is equal null. Where there we can insert our newly inserted node. Means suppose if you observe the 500 is new node, 400 next is equal to 500. That is the way we can add the node at end position. So if you observe this diagram, our 400 is assume temp is 400. 400 and next is equal to our new node address, that is 500, and by default 500 next is null because that is the last node. Means before inserting the 500, 400 is the last node, 400 next is null. After inserting 500, 500 next is null. We are connecting the 400 and 500 nodes. Now inserting at middle position. If you observe the same list, I want to insert node at middle position, means after 100 or after 200 or after 300, I want to insert one node. How to insert? So if you want to insert any node in the middle position, you want to travel until that particular node. Suppose if you want to insert a node at after B, you want to travel until B node. If you want to insert node at C after C, you want to travel from A to C. There you can insert our new node. So if you want to insert our new node after B, means you want to travel until B. There, if you observe this diagram, 200 next should be 500 because our new node is 500. 500 data is E. 500 next is null initially. So if you insert the node 500 in between B and C, B next means 200 next should be 500. 500 next should be 300. This is the way we can connect the nodes B, E, C. So temp is 200. 200 next is equal to our new node. New node next is equal to 300. And remove the link between 200 and 300. So head is hashed is here and it is the head node. Now deletion node, delete at start position. So if you observe the initially 10, 20, 30 are our single linked list elements. We want to delete 10 from the list, means starting position of the list. So initially 10, 20, 30, 10 is the head node. After removing the 10 node, 20 should be the head node. So how to form 20 should be a head node and how to delete 10. So before going to delete 10, 10 next should be head node. We make it 10 next node should be a head node, means starting node. Then after 10 next, keep null. This is the way remove the nodes from starting position. Now delete node at middle position. Suppose we want to delete the C node. So A, B, C, D are our list. So A next node is B, B next node is C, C next node is D. So I want to delete C node. How to delete? So here B next should be C next. So here we are doing some mistake here. See here, if you observe B next, if B next should be null, means we are removing the AB part and CD part, two parts. That's why before removing the node between connection between B and C, you should keep the value of C next in the B next. C next value should be keep it in the B next. Then after remove the connection C and D, between the C and D and B and C. This is the way deleting the node at middle position. This is very, very important. Before removing the connection between B and C, first of all, store the value C next in the B next. Then after, remove the C and D connection. Now, deleting at end position. So if you want to delete the node at end position in the single link list, we should travel the entire list, means last but one nodes. Suppose if you assume here we have 5 nodes. So I want to delete 50 node means last node. How can you find out that is the last node means? Last node next field should be null. So we want to travel until 40 means last but one node. There 40 next should be null. Then we are removing the connection between 40 and 50. So this is one of the way to delete the node at end position. Display. So display is one of the operation in the single linked list. So it displays the what are the elements available in the list. Initially head is equal to null means our list is empty means we cannot display any elements from the list. If it is not null means some elements are available in the list, then we can display those elements. Suppose here if you observe the diagram 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 means 5 nodes are there and link between the 5 nodes already link is there. So now we can display by using while loop. Initial assign temp is equal to 100 head. By using while loop we can travel the entire list. 100 arrow data 10, next 200 arrow data 20, again 300 arrow data 30, again 400 arrow data 40, again 500 arrow data 50. Then after 500 next is null means there are no nodes after 500. Search operation. Search is a particular node in the list. Search is used to searching the element in the list means that element is available in the list or not. How to search means if you observe this one, I want to search 30. 30 is available or not means initially again by using while loop assign the head is equal to temp. We can travel until our key is found or not. So 100 arrow data 10. 10 is equal to our key, our searching element 30, false. Then after assign 200 address, 200 data is equal to 20. 20 is equal to our key, no. Again assign 300 address, 300 arrow data 30. 30 is equal to our key element, yes, element found. Suppose if you want to search the element 60, 60 is not there in the list, means we reach the end of the list means we searched the total list but our element 60 is not found in the list. So this is the way we can find our element is available in the list or not. This is the search operation. Thank you.